everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and today I am taking a look and giving you a little show of my sari silk ribbon drawer, and let's see what we got. Okay, so it may look full to some, but to me, I'm desperately low and I want to make more. And I'm not going to order sari silk ribbon. I'm going to make something similar with stuff I have. So I thought I'd show you that process. Okay, here I am back on my craft table, and what I am using today, I'm going to be making some pinkish toned faux sari silk, which is going to be made out of sliced beet juice, okay, and bed sheets. Yay, bed sheets. Okay, there's a bed sheet with a little flower print. There's a white bed sheet. Cotton bed sheets are best. They absorb the color the best, retain the color the best. And here's an old shirt of mine that I was saving to use this pretty lacy crochet stuff up top, and also this stuff in the middle I thought would make some nice ribbon as well. So what I would use these for in my junk journals is sashes to help tie the junk journal together, because as you know, mine get a little bulky sometimes. And so let's make these. Let's back up a little bit and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's very easy. Anybody can do it. Basic supplies, and I think you should get some really nice results. Okay, so I have done this before. Okay, so I have a bowl. Let me just back you up a bit. Raise me up. And I have a can opener. Yes, I do. Now, the important thing about the beets, I don't know how important this is, but this is the one I like to use. It's just, oh, let me close in. Beets, water, and salt. That's it. Just very basic can of beets. No sugared beets, no pickled beets, no beets and onions, no beets and, you know, whatever. It's just plain old beets. I'm going to open these now. What you can do, open the can. Don't open it all the way. Just open it some. Okay. Maybe you want an air. Well, you could open the whole thing, but don't take the lid off completely, because you're going to want to retain the beets inside. So instead of using a colander to strain, I'm just going to use the can to strain. The old-fashioned method of getting the color in here. An instant, beautiful beet color. Now, be forewarned that beet juice is very staining, very strong, and if you get it on anything else, it will be pink. And your hands, same thing, everything. Now you have the beets in the can. You might want to transfer those to a different storage for your fridge and have some nice borscht or a nice little beet salad, whatever you like. Okay, so beets aside, we got the juice. Did I get it all? Yeah, that's pretty good. We want as much color as possible. Now, that's as much as I got out of 1 can of beets. So you may want to use more than 1 can depending on how much you're dyeing. But let's just take some traditional old bed sheet. Okay, now the nice thing about traditional old bed sheet is that it's easy to tear. Let me get a little pair of scissors. And I like things that are easy to tear because, number one, it's kind of fun. And number two, it's easy to tear. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I would say 1-inch strips is good. So maybe I'll cut 3 of these. Now, I would do a whole bunch more if I was doing this myself, and I might use more cans of beets. But I'm just going to show you for demonstration purposes. This one has already been cut and torn. So you get that nice frayed edging, which I think is so pretty. Actually, let me show you the sari silk, so you can compare what it looks like. Okay, so here, well, let me tear it first. We're going to tear. Here we go. See, totally easy with the bed sheet. And you're going to get a nice long strip, and then you can cut pieces off it and see how, you know, you can use it only as much as you want to use it. You know, if you just need a little piece, if you want to just do a little embellishment in your junk journal, or if you want to do a full sash, maybe you want to double or triple your sash around. I'm going to tear 3 of these off. And here's the last one. See, it's so satisfying. I don't know, it's one of those things that's satisfying in life, to me anyway. I could sit here and tear bed sheets all day, as long as they tear easily. I don't like fighting with the bed sheet. I would recommend staying away from nylon or polyester. They're a little harder to tear, and they don't absorb the color that you're using quite as well. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's go zoom in a little so you can see the difference. Okay, all right. So here is bed sheet. Looking really cool. I think so. I think it has a very country country bumpkin sort of look. And here is sari silk. Let's see if I can show you this up close. It has torn edges because yes, they also tear the saris. These are old Indian saris that people used to wear. And then the material is so beautiful. They shred them, tear them, turn them into ribbons and sheets, and we use them in crafting and all sorts of beautiful fabric wear. So pretty similar, right? These are a little bit more wrinkled. Maybe they have been dyed, squashed together. You know, maybe they store them better than I do, but that's what I got. So now I've got my 3 bed sheets, right? Okay, let's back up a bit so you can see what on earth is going on. And let's move everything out of the way and bring back our thing. Okay, so now this would be an opportune time to have gloves. Okay, back with my gloves. Good old rubber gloves. Do you remember Playtex Living gloves? Do you remember that? What a hoot. Playtex, have you got your Playtex Living gloves, ladies? That's right, when you remove them, your hands are softer than when you put them in. Doing dishes is now good for your hands, yay! Okay, so here we go. All right, I have my gloves. All right, I know, right? I know. Okay, I'm just gonna keep that there in case I make a mess, which is highly possible. Okay, I'm gonna just take one, see what we got. Now, I would have recommended, but I didn't grab it, so I'm gonna go get it. Hold on. Hold Nelly. Okay, I'm back. So I grabbed a plastic bag, and it's important to have something to transfer your dyed items into that does not leak. So you could use a bowl, you could use a plastic garbage bag. Be careful if you use grocery bags because sometimes they have venting holes in them and you're going to end up with beet juice everywhere. Another thing to think about when you're thinking about natural vegetable dyes is longevity of the color. Beets stuff that in my experience I found still stay red. Other things that you might color with might not retain their color, like a lot of green vegetables don't truly maintain the green after. Maybe some do, but a lot of them will just go brown after a while. So, but the beet is pretty reliable for a nice pink, strong pink color. Okay, so just moosh it around in there. And it's really a quick, fast process. And the more you wring it out, the less dense the color will be. The more you wring it out, the lighter the color will be. Okay, so I don't know if I can I touch my screen? Sort of, hey. Oh, no, okay, let me try this. Can I do that? Oh, I can actually move my screen with my gloved hands. Okay, so that's pretty good, well squeezed. I could even squeeze it more, get some of the juice out. It'll be a little bit lighter color. It's still pretty intense, right? But that's kind of cool. So let's put that in the bag. And my plan with these is to air dry them outside. I'm going to spread them out on either the grass. I can just throw them on the grass. I hope I remember they're there. Here's number 2 and number 3. I'll just put in at the same time. And these will all be the same density of color. Now this is a pretty intense fuchsia pink, I would say, if that's what you would like. If you want to dilute it down a little bit, maybe you don't want that strong pink, you can certainly go and add some water. And that's what I'll do next. Okay, so you look at, it's like a like a murder scene, right? Yeah, so there's a lot of color around. Be prepared for that in the bag. Okay, good. So I'm just grabbing a cloth here so I can dry. You could do this with paper towel too. Whatever it is, this will be beautiful when you're done because you can also use it. Okay, so let me go get some water. Okay, I just refilled some of these empty bottles with some water, so I'm just going to put some water in here. I have no idea how much, it was about 1/3 full. And then this one is it's got about 2/3 full. So I'm splashing all over. And everything I'm wearing is now beet colored. I would just like to say that, so you're well warned. Okay, so let's say I put probably 3/4 of a bottle of water in there, a regular little bottle. And let's put some more things in. So now I'm just going to move this for a second. This pretty bed sheet with the flowers on it, which I really like, and I use a lot. Bed sheets are very giving. They just keep giving and giving and giving, and they're not expensive, and you can get them at the thrift store. Just go around, feel for the cotton ones, feel. It has kind of a dryish feel. I don't even know if this is maybe it is, yeah, 100% cotton. Could be. Okay, so let's tear some strips. Where's my little skizzers? All right, where'd they, oh, they're there, okay. No, they couldn't have gone far. Okay, let's do 3. Now what I'm doing by adding the water is I'm lightening the color of my dye bath, my beet dye bath, and I'm also extending the amount of dye I have by adding the water. Easy peasy, right? Okay. Fun, rewarding. Okay, let's see what I actually paid for this. $2 for the bed sheet. It was a twin, okay? So, I mean, I know prices are different everywhere, but, you know, I mean, for $2, you can get a lot of material from a bed sheet. So if you are going around to your thrift stores, don't forget the old, let me just take off, I am removing the entire top of the bed sheet. I can use this for something else later, but I just don't want it to be in my way right now. And I'm removing it. Okay, so let's do 3 of those. And then we will do the shirt. I got a couple shirts down there actually. Okay, where was I? Tearing. Was I tearing yet? Did I tear yet? Did I do any tearing? Huh? Oh, no. Maybe that's not the right spot. Go back to the top here. Oh, yeah. Did I? Yeah, this looks like something going on here. Yeah, okay. No, I just have my little cuts. And we tear. Yeah. This feels very cotton bed sheet. Okay, so we have 1. So occasionally on this material, there will be a little flower every now and then. Okay, I don't want to be darker than my flower. I want my flower to show. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but I'm giving it a go because it was in my stash. And sometimes you get a patterned bed sheet. I would say if I only had a little money to buy bed sheets, I would lean towards a white bed sheet because then you can make it any color you want. And you can use your distress inks, you can use watercolor, you can use acrylic paints, you can use, you know, just sprays, color sprays. You can use food color. I mean, you can just make it so many different colors and shades. But I also want to make some where I age them a little bit. So let's see if we can get an example of that rolling here. 2 and number 3. Okay. Don't you love that sound? I love that sound. Oh, satisfying. Oh, life is good. Okay. There we go. I could do that all day. That's one of those things. Here, Sunny is... Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you. This is what I have. Sunshine? Sunny! Sunny Bear, what are you doing down there in all the... I'm in the stuff, Mom. I'm in the stuff. I mean, what are you doing? It smells like clothes and bed sheets. Okay, there we go. That was... All right, we're back up here. I think I have 3 of these. So I'm just going to take all 3 at once. And my diluted, with 3/4 of a water bottle dye, stick it in. Moosh. This is very rewarding as well. Okay, just give it a good soak for a second. And then we're going to squeeze everybody at the same time. Now we're going to color compare. Did we actually get lighter? Or could I put in a lot more water and make it a lot lighter? And what does it look like with the little... first, let's look at color density. Okay, so this was the first one. Oh yeah, definite color difference. Full strength, 2/3 of a water bottle in there. That's the difference. Okay? So you can, with 1 can of beets, you can make multiple colors. Okay, that's very cool, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we have that. Let's wring it out well. And now let me give you a close-up on what the little pictures look like on this, because it had little flowers and stuff. Oh, let me zoom in. Let me zoom, give you a nice close look. Come on. Oh, okay, is that better? Is that good focus? Focus. I think we're focused. Okay, see? Yeah, I'll put it down here. Yeah, better focus. Is that good? Okay, so there's what the little flowers look like. And I think they look very nice on there. I can still see the distinction of the flowers. It's actually a very pretty design for a sash, something like that. And yeah, he's still snuffling around down there. You smell all sorts of things down there. I washed all those bed sheets, you know that? And I washed all the clothes. What are you smelling? I have a super nose, Mom. A super nose, let me tell you. Okay, so there we go. So this is what we have so far in our bag. We gotta back up a little bit. Oh, other way, Pam. Other way. There we go. That's what we got. Okay, 2 tones, and we're rolling, and we're rocking. So here's regular sari silk ribbon, torn into ribbons, and here's our at-home sari silk so far. Okay. Now, if I wrapped a bed sheet on me like a sari, and then I tore it up, would that be sari silk? No, it wouldn't. I would just be fooling myself and others. Okay, so here we have this again. Now let's dilute it even more. Okay, so I have, this is, I would say, 3/4 full. And I have a little bit more over here. So I'm going to try adding a whole bottle of water in here, and we're going to see where it takes us. Because I want some light pink stuff, and I think I'm going to dye some clothing. Now, the little splashes that are occurring here, they're going everywhere. Now my shirt has spots on it. There it goes. Spot, spot. So just be prepared. If you're playing with beet juice, you're gonna be pink. Okay. So that was 3/4, and let's say that's another 1/4. So that's quite a bit extra water, a whole, but okay, excuse me. Would you mind if I get the clothes? No, Mom, I'm comfortable. You don't want to move. Okay, sorry, son. Okay, sorry. No, you can still stay on the bed sheet. I have a lot of bed sheet. Yep. Okay, here we go. Here's the other shirt. Okay, so I actually have this, which I love. It's a shirt. Okay, let me show it to you. And I have dedicated it to making something out of it. And I know with me, when I make something out of white, it's not going to be white by the time I'm done. So this shirt, which I did get in the thrift store, offers a lot, is that focusing, of beautiful pattern. It has little beads on it, little designs on it, so much material here. So let's cut a piece of that out. Where are you, son? I don't want to roll over your tail. He's in his little bed. Everything is fine. Okay, I got my fabric scissors. Here they are. Here they are. And I'm also going to cut up this shirt as well. Now this one I don't think will tear as easily because it's some kind of rayon, but we're going to see. Let me cut off an arm. We'll just deal with an arm today. Sometimes an arm is easy. Just cut the arm off and let's see what happens with this material. Try not to cut my glove. Okay, so I got that one done. I don't need that. I don't need. So I have my arm. And why don't we just cut an arm off of this one for simplicity's sake? We'll start with the arm. Okay, here we go. Yep. Old clothing does make excellent craft supply. This is not news to anybody, but I just want you to not forget about that resource because why not, right? It's your old clothing. You can do what you want with it. Okay, so do I want to cut it now? I don't know. Maybe I don't want to cut it because I don't know what I'm going to use it for. So I don't know if I want to use it for, so I should just probably cut it. Let me cut this one for sure because I'm definitely going to use this one for strips. Okay, so I'm going to, oh, it has a little ribbony thing down the center. That's very nice. We could use that, salvage that. Okay, so I'm just going to cut along here and cut that out. Okay. And you know, a lot of old clothes that don't get sold at the thrift stores, they get sent to the shredders, just like the old books do that don't sell. I know it breaks your heart, but so I feel good about breathing life back into these things, using them for crafts. Also saves you money. You don't have to buy as many craft supplies. And I love to offer up this idea for folks who feel like they don't have enough to get started. I want to invite you to think maybe you've got a lot more around your house than you think. And I think it's perfectly okay to you know, approach family members for, hey, do you have any shirts, any t-shirts, anything that you're really not using anymore that I might be able to use for crafting? And you'd be surprised. You're going to get like garbage bags full of clothing coming your way. And you're going to say, poof, I'm glad I asked because all of a sudden I have a ton of stuff. All right, so let's just cut this little elastic arm off. And there are probably fancier ways to cut all this, but I'm very rudimentary when it comes to sewing stuff, so I'm just like do it the old-fashioned way. So I'm just gonna, okay, let's see if it tears. Maybe it does. Oh, look at that, it did tear. Okay, so now I'm happy. Yeah, now I'm happy. Okay, I can tear this. So let me tear 3 strips, just so we can see. Now this is very sheer like a sari silk would be, which makes it very easy to work with in junk journals because it's very thin. It doesn't bulk up your journal. You can use it as page trims or decorations for the tops of journal cards. How fun is that? And you can also stamp these with rubber stamps and they look really cool. And I don't have a bunch of pink stamped ones, so that would be a lot of fun. Maybe we'll do a little of that at the end. We'll see how time goes. But yeah, and you can make snippet rolls. You can add these, like make little bows and add them to snippet rolls. You can make the base out of one of these strips and glue things, paper and other fun things to it and make a snippet roll, which can be used many ways in your journal. Okay, so I have that. And this one I'm going to leave whole and we're going back in because I all of a sudden have a lot of this dye left. First of all, let's just do these little guys. Okay. Okay. Boy, you still look pretty intense. We'll see if you are more light than the other ones. Different fabrics will grab differently as well. So, okay, so I'm squeezing. A lot of the color has been removed. I think I'm liking what I see. Okay, so I have a very light pink. I don't know if my light is on good track. Okay, no, I don't want the glare. I just want the light. That's a nice light pink. Okay, let's compare. And we're comparing. This is what it looks like. I would say it's a hair lighter, not much lighter than that one, even after a whole bottle of water has been added. So just know that you can really extend one can of beets far. You can color a lot. Yeah, you get your bang for your beet here. Okay, so that's pretty good, right? I'm gonna toss that in there, and we'll see how this entire piece goes. I'm very curious to see this because I'm just so excited. I don't know, it's just very exciting. I think I could add a lot more water in here. Okay, it's well soaked. This is cotton, just pure cottony cotton. Squeezing, don't have to squeeze too hard. These longer gloves help a lot. If you have a pair of these old rubber gloves hanging around, you can get them at the Dollar Tree and Walmart and anywhere. Very handy to have. Very intense color still, very intense color. Woo, very intense. Okay, let's see what we got on this side. Sometimes you're gonna get a little beatage here and there, you know what I mean? Like little beet particulars, and they will all fluff off eventually when it dries. They're actually rolling off right now. But yeah, that's a pretty color, isn't it? I don't know if is that showing up on the camera? It's very pretty. The little beads remain, they're sparkly white, so that looks nice, a very nice contrast. Let me see if I do this. Okay, now is that making everybody think of tie-dye? Right, you can totally tie-dye at this moment too. So basically that just means involving grabbing some string and using it in, you roll it up and then you bind some string or yarn or twine or something very tightly around it, and then you just let the whole thing aside to dry. And then where the very tight parts are, where the twine are, it won't have the, like don't submerge it yet. Put the twine, roll, put the twine on, submerge, and then let this aside to dry. So maybe let's do the other arm and we'll just show you what that looks like. Maybe not on this one, maybe I'll just do it on a bed sheet. Okay, so that's that. Now let's compare colors. Compare colors. Okay. Let me take it out of the bag so you can see better. Okay, first dye. First full strength. I would say like half strength. And then more diluted. So that's the color change. And I think it's really beautiful. Really beautiful. Very happy with that. See, this is also half strength. Nice, huh? So we have a great variety of colors from one little can of beets. And often they have sales of these veggies. You know, 3 cans for $1. I mean, if you can find that stuff, and they can be expired beets. It doesn't have to even be good beets. So even if you find some old beets somewhere, grab those beets. Grab them, grab them, grab them. Okay, let's grab a chunk of this. This is the, okay, move that over there. This is the white bed sheet again. Here we are. I'm just going to take a nice big piece of this because, you know, who doesn't want a nice big piece of bed sheet? Okay, so I'm just going to make a snip in it, maybe a foot wide. Yeah, okay. And tearing. This can be a big long piece. I got so much juice left. So much juice left. Now maybe this would have been good to do with the intense dark one, the full strength at the beginning. That would have been cool, but did I think about that? No, and I didn't. So I'm just going to fold this in half a bunch of times and just get it smaller and more controllable. Okay, and there's like strings because I'm tearing, so I'm working around those, trying to get those. Okay, so I'm kind of folding it like a bed sheet. Okay, so kind of like that. It's not perfect, I know. That's kind of how I make my bed too, not perfect. There we go. Let me get some string or twine or something or anything. I would say I'm going to use, I got a bunch of stuff here, just use something, Pam. Actually, no, not that, no. No, keep looking. Okay, I'm still looking. Still, okay, here we go. Here we go, we use this. Okay. Oh, there we go, I know what I'm going to use. I'm going to use, whoops. Sorry, I'm right there. I know, decisions. Decisions. You can use whatever you want. I found this. And I thought this is a cotton string, probably used for baking or something. But this might be good. It'll also pick up the dye of itself. So I'll have pink string as well. Ah, a 2-for-1 special. So easy. Nothing complicated about this process, but I just want you to remember, you might have supplies at home. I'm just going to take off a bunch, maybe 4 or 5 feet, something like that. Snip that off. And now I'm going to roll. Okay, maybe I want to fold it. Yeah, so it's not so big. Okay, I'm going to roll tightly. Roll tightly. Tighter, the better. Yeah, and you're going to get more, I don't know, more design. Yeah, let's try that. was always you have to roll it tightly. And then you take your string, and this is what you really want to roll tightly around your thing. This is more, the importance of the tightness with the string is way more important than the tightness of the roll. There we go. Okay, so I'm doubling up my string. Just going to grab one little end here so I can know where I'm going to tie. Okay, oops. And now I'm going just to wrap, 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 and then cross back, wrap. I don't know, because that's how they wrapped mummies years ago. Wrap, 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 wrap. And it worked for them. It's going to work for me. There we go. I figured they knew what they were doing. That mummy's not getting out of there. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. So remember, wherever you put a string, there should be less dye. So even if you don't get full negative dye there, you should get some, which is what you want. Okay, so now find your two ends, and this is the hard part. With your gloves, you're going to try and tie that knot. Now I lost the end here, so I want that end. So let me find the end. Okay, whoop, where'd you go? Where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm tying my knot. I'm attempting to tie my knot with gloves. This is not easy. Okay, there we go. Okay, got one. Now the important one is the lock. So you know what, I need to unroll one so I have more to work with, because yeah, no, I foibled that up. Okay, give yourself enough so you're not fighting with the mummy wrap at the end. Tight, left over right, right over left, and then do the other one. Okay, so we did the left over right, now we're doing right over left, and that's gonna be oh, that's too loose. Yeah, no, I saw it let go on me. Okay, oh, it's okay though, I can get it undone. And it's happily coming undone. And I'm going to now retie that. Okay, here we go. And, okay, finger down. That's the key. Finger down. We have finger down. Right over left, left over right, or whatever it is. Just do it opposite. Okay, tight. Okay, there we go. We have a good little mummy. We have a little mummy here. Okay, isn't that cute? That's so cute, isn't it? All right, doesn't this bring back memories? Okay, now we will submerge our little mummy into the water. Ah, I'm in the water. I'm bathing in the pink river. I was in the Amazon once, and they had pink dolphins in the Amazon River. Yes, they were pink. I think it was based on their diet. They were more river dolphins because they were in the Amazon River. So yeah, they were actually pink dolphins. Very beautiful if you ever get the opportunity to see those. Maybe not this pink, but they were pink. Okay, so now I would say give this the good old squeeze, because you want that dye to go all the way through. All right, and we're going to hope that we have it on tight enough. That's the key. Got to have it on tight enough. Now, if you want more color, don't wring it out so much. If you want less color, wring it out more. Yeah. So I just want a light pink one here, because I'm in my light pink mode right now. I like light pink. And I think the rope is, okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but where there's more juice, it's pinker. Where I've squeezed, it's less pink, but it's still pinkish. So there is some pickup there. So we're going to take that and we're going to put that in the bag. Okay, so now I can easily go outside, lay this somewhere, like take it out of here, everything out of here, lay it on the ground, watch for rain, watch it doesn't blow away, watch the dogs don't eat it, watch the kids don't eat it. There you go. Okay, so where are we at? Oh, we're at 28. So, well, let me just show you what it looks like if I do this outside. Okay, hold on. Okay, here I am. Walking outside. I don't know what that was. It's little Sunny has apparently pulled the toilet paper off the roll. Imagine that. Yeah, my little bumpkin. All right, I don't know where he is right now. I think he's fine. Okay. All right, going outside. All right, we're going outside. Okay, I hear water running. We don't want that. Okay, we're going outside to the grass. Here we go. I'm just going to stick it out here now. Okay, the lawn will not be cut today, so I can lay this out here. Yeah, okay. Here's a nice, just a patio block, and I really don't care what happens to this. This is just beside our pool equipment. But if you have a patio or a balcony, whatever your setup is, or just, you can hang this from the bathroom sink. Not the bathroom sink, like if you have a shower, over your shower rod, but make sure anything that's underneath it is not going to, it's going to get dripped on pink. So if you have nice white, bath towels or something like that, just be prepared. Oh, there's ants down here. How nice is that? Okay, well, we'll figure them out later. Maybe they won't like beet dye. Hope not. Hope not. Okay, so Now, you may get things like this, and you can work that into your design, or you can cut that out, whatever you like. I don't mind it. I think it's kind of pretty. See what the other side came out. So sometimes you might get little different little colors, because there might be a little bit of beet concentration, or it might be completely uniform. So, and here's my little mummy. He's going to take the longest to dry, but I think that once he's probably 50% dry, we can open that up and take a look to see how he came out. These are still wet, so I can't hold my phone that long. I will show you in a future video what these look like completely dry, and we'll compare the colors again. So that's my very in-depth process, right? Pretty easy. Anybody can do it. Have some fun. Let's make some pink beet stuff. So there you go, folks. Thank you for everybody who has been here, and welcome to everybody who is new. My videos do come out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. My podcasts, they come out Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I talk about junk journals, paper crafting, life of a crafter, answering crafty questions. I started a new little, my Friday videos right now are going to be answering your crafty questions from YouTube. So check out there. You might hear your name or your questions get answered. I hope so. And also, there might be something special going on coming up very soon. Something maybe involving this weekend. I'm not saying for sure, and that's all I'm saying. Goodbye. Okay, so that's all about that. Stay tuned. Let's see what else. And oh, I have an Etsy shop, and if you're looking for, when I have them ready, junk journals, junk journal bundles, FUNDLEs, which are collections of old paper like old ledger, postcards, checks, hand-dyed papers, interesting book pages, and more, 100 pieces per pack. Or if you're looking for vintage digikits, which are computer file collections of 5 pages of images related to a certain theme, like Victorian birds or flowers or calligraphy or celestial. I mean, so many different ones. I think I have 156 kits right now. Please check out my Etsy shop. And I have a print and mail service. If you do not have a printer and cannot print these out at home, but you would still like to have them, I will print them out for you. There's a one fee for it, and that includes 10 digikits, which gets you 50 pages printed on lightweight cardstock, and I priority mail ship that to you, and that is included in the price. And all you need to do is send me the names of the 10 digikits that you want, and if you could just email that list or send it to me to Etsy through Etsy message. And I only need the first 2 or 3 words of the name of the digikit, and then I will go ahead and print those off for you and mail those out to you. And I have a merchandise shop. If you like the phrase "create with reckless abandon," feel free to check it out. If you would like that on a t-shirt or a sweatshirt or a hoodie or a tote or a mug, maybe for you or a friend, I got you covered. And also, my newsletter. Hey, if you haven't signed up for my free monthly emailed newsletter, make sure you do, because hey, you'll get a free digital image emailed to you every month, and I make it on multiple sizes on one page, so you can print it out and you actually have multiple images because they're all in different sizes. And lots of fun. You're going to also get a note from the bookmaker. So I have a freebie section, and it's at the bottom. So you're going to get a free digital image every month, a note, the computer files, Word document, and PDF for a note from the bookmaker, which explains what a junk journal is and how to use it. I tuck those in the beginning of my junk journals to help people understand who has never seen one of these before, one of these wonderful things, and kind of gives them a head start on what to do with it, how they can play with it and have their own fun. And also a checklist of supplies, which is like 7 or 8 pages long, and also the page of ideas list for junk journals. So if you're stuck, you've got a blank page and you don't know what to do, check this list out. I've also got a little playlist going on my YouTube with demonstrating what these different things are on the list. So that is there every week. You're also going to get updates from me, junk journal tips, and sneak peeks at my new digikits that come out. Okay. I also have signature digikits. These are a little bit different. The signature digikits, when we use the term signature in junk journal land, that means the little mini booklets that a bigger booklet is made up of. So the pages of your journal. If you want some pretty decorated pages or something to print on pretty, like regular copy paper, so that you can use it for the pages in your journal, these are softer, lighter, paler images all over the background, or they can be used as background images, or collage paper. And if I print those out for you in my print and mail, I will use the copy paper and I will print them on both sides for you so that you have signature pages ready to go to put inside your books. And so that is everything. I think we covered it. So have lots of fun today. You know, maybe it's time to go beet looking. Maybe you've got some beet stuff in your house and you didn't know it, or your neighbor does, or something like that. So there you go, folks. Have a lot of fun. Happy crafting and create with reckless abandon. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.